Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Seint Artist. We are gonna do an eyeshadow tutorial and I need to get the hair out of my face. It's gonna be a really easy one here. It's just 3 colors. They're all mattes, no shimmers, and it's gonna be real pretty. So I have Cupcake. This is a really great base shade just to cover your lid, but it's gonna add some brightness to this really pretty eye look. I've got Bubba, Warmth, and then I have Trust. I like mixing my cools with my warms. I just feel like they go together like peanut butter and jelly. I've got my cleaning tile here. Just gonna clean off my brush and I'm gonna add my brightening to my lid. You can use an eyeshadow primer if that's what you wanna use. I just use my Brightening Highlight and here we go. So I just make sure it's a very thin amount and I just go from lash to brow and this just covers all of the discoloration from veins. I've been using an eyelash and what are those? The things that make your eyelashes grow, and sometimes those can discolor your lids. And this just gives you that nice blank canvas, but this is just a really easy eyeshadow look. And I like being able to use things that are already in my palette, hence I use my brightener. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab quite a bit of Cupcake and I'm gonna pat this all over my lid. Now this is gonna absorb the moisture of the creams and it's gonna give me a nice powdery finish that's gonna make blending my eyeshadows a breeze. All right, so I just cover it and it gives you this really pretty blank canvas. So if you have hooded eyes like I do, and that just means when you open your eyes, everything up here starts dropping to your lash line and everything on your lid and crease disappears. One thing that helps with hooded eyes is creating a nice even surface to blend on, having a blank canvas from lash to brow. And then you can rebuild on top of that so you don't have other colors intruding. All right. Let's get into this. So Bubba, this is a great transition color. If you have hooded eyes, a transition color really helps open up your eyes. So we're gonna go into Bubba, tap off the excess. We're gonna open our eyes and you're gonna see all this real estate. And this is what everyone sees when you're just talking and agreeing and all the things. I'm gonna pop that Bubba color way up on that brow bone above the crease. I'm gonna bring this color down and into my lid area, but I really like to focus any transition color way up on that brow bone and you can just build this up. I'm gonna put it on the outer part of my lid also, but I really wanna focus and make sure I get this really pretty transition color way up here, because then you'll see it. And it makes your eyes look a little bit bigger. It also can camouflage your hooded eyes and it's pretty. All right, I'm gonna grab some more, tap off the excess, open my eyes and grab that exposed brow bone area. And then I'm just gonna windshield wiper. I like to look down once I've gotten that color way up here because I don't want to end up with color creasing, not where it settles into the creases, but once I open my eyes, your eyelids naturally have creasing when they're open, and I don't want that area to get cut off from color. And so I always make sure I close my eyes, I look down so that I can have it up high, but I also don't want, again, that natural creasing breaking apart my colors, just like that. So I just build this up and Bubba is just this really great warm tone and it's so pretty. All right, next I'm gonna go into Trust. It's this dark brown color right here. I am gonna pop this on the outer part of my eye because again, I'm hooded and you can kind of see what I mean with that breaking up of creasing right here. You can see that the crease, when I open my eyes, brings it all together, but once I close it, you can see that's the creasing I try to avoid. So I'm going to use little circles and I'm just going to circle this out on the outside of my lids and the outside of my eye. This will help with making them look bigger. And by bringing this up on the brow bone, it's also going to show how it just will make your eyes look bigger. I don't know how to explain it. It's hooded eyes. And so we're trying to camouflage the fact that we have hooded eyes. I'm pushing this into the brow bone, into the crease. Hi, honey, what can I help you with? You're dressed? Perfect. We'll get ice cream in just a minute. All right, so I'm pushing this into the crease just like that. Just like that. Perfect, and that's what I wanna do. I'm gonna go to the short end of my eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna pop this on here, and we're gonna go down just like that. And we're gonna bring it up to meet that darkness that we put, flipping it to the fluffy end. And again, I just like to give this a really, really good blend. Pushing it into the lid, just like that. All right, grabbing a little more. We're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna open and we're gonna get that outer corner so we can see it. And then we're gonna big circle this into the lid, into the crease, and onto that outer brow bone. Push, 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 push. Just gives a nice bit of dimension, but by pushing this onto that brow bone out here, it's not gonna disappear into your hooded eyes. And it just gives them lift, brings it out, go into that small end, and we're gonna get that lower lash line. I don't bring it all the way across. I like it soft because I don't wanna close up my eyes and make them look small, just like so. All right, I'm gonna clean the small end and I'm gonna push into Cupcake, and I'm gonna tap this right here in the middle. And this is gonna give me that dimension and that brightness. It's a matte, so this works well with mature eyes also. Taking that fluffy end and just patting it out. Look at that. Okay, let's take a look at them, see how they look. I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. I really like mixing my warms with my cools, and the other bonuses, Trust is also my eyebrow color. All right, let's grab mascara, and I'm gonna grab eyeliner. I have maturing eyes. I'm a maturing woman, and so my lashes are getting thinner. And so I take a small mirror, but I take my eyeliner, opening my mirror, there we go. And I don't use a fancy one, it's just Maybelline Tattoo Studio, and I waterline about halfway over, but I push into my lash line, and this helps give the illusion. Yeah, baby.
Where are you?
I'm in my office working. I told them.
Can I be there?
Yeah, I'll be out in just a minute, okay?
Why?
Honey, I told you I was doing something. I'll be right out, okay? All right, so we're gonna push this up, we're gonna flick this up, and we're gonna push on the top of our lashes. Really easy. I'm gonna close this up before this sets, and I'm gonna grab my eye shader brush. There is a link in the description for my link tree, and this is going to have a link to the eye shader brush. This is not a Seint brush. I'm going to tap this into Trust, and I'm going to push this into that liner. And this is just going to smoke it out, and it's going to keep it nice and soft. But it's also going to give me that definition around my eye. And by pushing up just like this, it just is going to give it some lift. All right, I do like to add a little bit of liner right on the inner edge, because again, my lashes are thinning. This is gonna give the illusion my eyeliner goes all the way across without closing my eye, because if I brought it all the way across, it would shrink my eye. But it's also gonna give the illusion my lashes keep going, but they don't. So I'm gonna take my mascara, which is Bare Minerals Lashtopia. I'm gonna put some mascara on. I wiggle at the root and pull. One thing you could do is you could really cake all your lashes with mascara and make them nice and thick. I find it more simple just to fill at the root and give them fullness at the bottom, and then slowly give them length. But I really like my lashes to look full. It's all a preference. Some people have really full lashes and they want length, and then you can just tip them with your mascara. Just flick them, and it'll just keep building it out. And then I'm gonna get my lower lash line. We're gonna do the other eye, but you see how it just pulls up the eye by adding that shader, just smudging into it with that Trust. It's so, so pretty. All right, I'm gonna get that inner lid right there. I'm gonna waterline over here. But I like when you can have one shadow kind of do multiple things. It's a shadow, it's an eyebrow, and it's an eyeshadow or an eyeliner. So I'm just gonna push into my lash line. It's not perfect. Then I'm gonna go in with my eye shader brush, and again, dipping into Trust. I think my table's unbalanced. And I'm gonna push in to that liner, and I'm just smudging that in more and pulling it up. Just like that. Getting it down here. I think I didn't put some on the other eye, on the lower lash line, so we're gonna have to even that out. We're just gonna make everything match. So just a little bit right there, and now we match. Probably something you guys aren't noticing, but I definitely am, and that's kind of what matters. I'm gonna walk out of my house with my face. I wanna make sure I match. So I'm just getting that root, wiggle, wiggle, and pull. I like a thicker formula mascara, but I feel like this makes me look like I have more lashes than I do. I'm also gonna put a link for the Lash Serum, that's the word I was looking for, that I've been using and really loving. It's from Nordstrom's. It's by either Estee Lauder or Lancome. It's about $62, I believe, which I think is a pretty fair price point as far as lash serums go. I've seen some that run 150. All right, I'm gonna take the blend brush. I am, because it's right here. It's right here. And there's that too. All right, I'm gonna go into my Brightening Highlight, and I'm just gonna tap this and clean up under. I like adding a little extra brightness under after I've done my, typically I do my eyes first when I'm not doing tutorials. That way I don't have to do this part. But for the sake of tutorials, I do my eyes last. All right, there we go. Just adding some extra brightness with whatever's left on my brush because it's nice. But that's it. That's using the 3 colors that I really like. Cupcake, Bubba has been a favorite. I've been using it almost every day for the last month, and Trust. Have fun. There is a link in the description where you can go shop. You can find the awesome eyeshadow brush. I love that brush. It's one of my favorite brushes. I use it every day. And that's it. And have